Hi guys! Obviously I haven't been here for the past few weeks because I've been doing my GCSE exams and I'm still doing them. I've got 2 left, but I'm actually taking a break. And since I knew this video wouldn't take very long to make, I thought, why not? So I'm here to do the second Howlett Explains video. And as you can see, I've got my books here, and the video that I'm actually going to be making today is the differences between normal and special edition hardbacks. And I think this is quite interesting for people because they don't necessarily know what's different between each type of cover. So it's not actually the content that's different, it's actually just the dust jacket, the thing that goes on the outside of hardbacks. So maybe you guys might not find it very interesting, maybe you will, maybe you'll decide to buy the special editions because they look better, which personally I do think they do. It looks really amazing. So with the Faceless Ones, this is actually the first book that they ever did a special edition with. This is what the normal hardback looks like. It's very plain, there's only a couple of colours, there's blue, there's green, and it's black and white and all that kind of stuff. There's not really much adventure there, there's nothing really pretty about it, and yeah, it's not very exciting. But what the special edition does is introduce some more colour to the characters and to Skulduggery's clothes and to Valkyrie's face and that kind of thing. So if I show you the special edition, and all the special editions actually have a sticker on which says limited collector's edition or whatever. In this special edition cover you can see that Valkyrie's face is now coloured. It's actually it's pinky, but it's actually cream on the cover, which is kind of weird. But yeah, Skulduggery's got now coloured clothes. Instead of having sort of greyish black, he's now got a blue suit and a purple tie, and he's got a yellow shirt, and you can see all the sort of more shading. There's more shading to the covers as well. And the flame is the same colour and the writing's the same colour, but there are some very distinct differences, and you can tell. On the back you can see a bit more colour, there's more green, there's more blue, and it just generally brings a bit more lifelikeness to it. More life to it. It just makes it look more interesting, I think. It gives a sort of depth to the covers that the normal ones don't have. If you want to see like high resolution images of the covers, I've actually taken pictures of them and put them side by side so you can visually see the differences between the covers, and I'll leave links to those pictures in the description. So yeah, basically the difference between the covers is that they've got more colour to them, and that's how it works. There's more colour on the special editions than the regular editions. Personally, Dark Days is my favourite so far. It's got the most difference and you can really see what's different. As with the Faceless Ones, the original and just normal edition of the book is quite colourless. It's got the purple writing, it's got the purple aura, but the rest of it's just black and white and grey, and it's kind of dull. You've got the bit of red on the back for dusk, but that's pretty much the only adventurous colour that they've got. So it looks like this on the normal edition, but wait until you see the special edition. Honestly, it's one of my favourite covers ever. It's beautiful. You've got the explosion in the background all in colour. You've got Valkyrie's clothes in colour. There's some intricate patterns that you can see on her clothing. And Skull's got, well, the Skull's skull has got different shading to it, and you can see the monster in the background, the vampire, more clearly. Everything is just, you've got the red in her coat. I don't even know. This is my favourite one though. It's gorgeous. And then if I show you Dusk on the back, obviously you've got the red on his hands, but you've now got his coloured clothing, you've got his eyes, you've got the different details of his scars on his face, and it's kind of really freaky. But it's beautiful. The Dark Days one is my favourite because it just looks really good. Mortal Coil is my least favourite because it's not got very much change to it. The normal one is orangey and yellow, and you've got the black and white and grey picture of Skull on the front, and then you've got Tesseract on the back. And this is very dull. It was my least favourite cover, but funnily enough, the special edition of Mortal Coil was the last one I ever got. I only got it recently. So you've got this, which is pretty dull looking, but it's typical for the books and it looks perfectly fine. I mean, it's really attractive and it's got you know, it looks scary and interesting. But the thing about the special edition is that it's not that much different. It's just got the same kind of colour scheme to it. There's not really, you know, much different. They've put more yellow in, they've put more orange in, and then they've coloured in the Skull's clothes to be blue and purple and all that stuff. But in general, there's not really much different. It's just the same colours as was on the normal edition. Tesseract on the back slightly different. He's got red and he's got orange and blue and sort of green to him, but in general this one doesn't really have that much of a contrast to it, so it's not my favourite. Actually, I might have told a lie. I think Deathbringer's got the least changes, but with this one it's more cinematic, there's more depth to it, and I sort of like this one better than that one, even though that one's probably got more colour. This one's got more detail, and I think that's more of a better aspect. So the Deathbringer cover of the hardback, the regular one, has Skull and Val on the front doing their thing, fighting evil and kicking evil very hard in the face. So you've got them having a bit of a stance against evil. Valkyrie, I think, doesn't look her most attractive on this cover, but obviously they're wielding fire and they're doing their thing, and you've got, I can't say this name, Melancholia on the back. Fingers crossed that was okay. She's on the back and she's got glowing red eyes, just as they've got the red on the front. So this one is one of the first books to have the sparkly lettering as well, so that was quite a change from the others, which I think just have plain, yeah, this is the first book to have sparkly lettering on it, so it's quite nice to see that, and that's a new sort of introduction to the normal edition. But then with the special edition, as always, you've got Skull's clothes coloured in, you've got sort of the colour to Val's clothes, and also with the like fire that they're holding, it's got more colour depth now. You've got the sort of white at the centre where it's hottest, and then the red at the outside where it's the least hot, and it's generally much nicer. On the back, this is the bit I was on about detail, you can see all of the different scars and stuff that Craven put on Melancholia. You can see all the details of what he did, and it's sort of nice because it's got that depth to it. You can see the exact symbols that he had to draw to loop her surge and all that stuff, so it's quite good. And on the front you've got the sticker as usual, and you've got the different detail to his clothes, you can see the stripes, and in general it's nice, but it's not very different. So Mortal Coil and Deathbringer are my least favourites, I'm afraid, for special editions. So the final book is Kingdom of the Wicked, and this is the one that's had sort of weirder changes to it. It's not generally just the colour anymore, because if you look at the copy of Kingdom of the Wicked, it's all in colour anyway, so it's very, you don't know what's going to be on the special edition. It's like, what is going to change? But this is all in colour, as you can see. You've got his clothes in colour, you've got the fire in the background, the mountains, the abominable snowmen, and you can see clearly that everything's in colour, so you wonder what is going to be the difference. But the difference with the Kingdom of the Wicked is that they've actually changed the colour of some things. They've changed the colour of the lettering, for starters. That's the most noticeable thing. It's now red instead of gold. And they've changed his hat band to red, and his tie to red, and the sticker is red, and it's just, the basic difference in the Kingdom of the Wicked is that it's just a red colour scheme. They've changed things to red, and that's why I think Kingdom of the Wicked probably has the least value for the money, because it's not very much different. You could buy either and be perfectly happy. I'd say that the Faceless Ones and Dark Days win the best sort of covers on the special editions. Mortal Coil and Deathbringer, not very much changed, and then Kingdom of the Wicked, what was the point? So guys, I hope that was useful to you, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that maybe you will pick up some of the books that you've seen because you think they look pretty. As for the future books, I think they're going to be more like the Kingdom of the Wicked style, so it's not that great if they are going that way, but I think if they do, it'll still be awesome, so it's still worth buying. So thanks for watching, hope it was useful, and I'll see you all when I return for the SP Weekly News. Bye!